Hello, wonderful people. Welcome once again to the broadcast of today. So I greet you all regardless of where you are at this point in time. So the topic or the title for this discourse is called The Dilemma of an Enigma, MAZI, Nnamdi Kanu. So, we are going to address the situation on ground. For now, we will always keep using Kenya as a case study to what has been going on for ages. MAZI Nnamdi Kanu started this struggle not because he wanted to declare Biafra or break away from Nigeria. MAZI Nnamdi Kanu was only agitating for what is right for the Nigerian citizens, for the people of the land. That was what brought MAZI Nnamdi Kanu out. But he felt that he was on the right course. As the struggle proceeded, because then, when he was in London, he even, how will I put it? He came out, he gave a good image of Nigeria. He protested that Nigeria should be okay. But when he saw that Nigeria wasn't working at all, he decided to say, okay, if Nigeria is not willing to work at all, can we simply go our ways? So whatever we have learned in the diaspora, we can translate it into our immediate community and society at large, thereby building up a great nation. As Lucifer is, Lucifer never gives you anything free of charge. Lucifer gives you one and takes another. Lucifer gives his tit for tat, So, what did the Nigerian state do? They came together, they agreed, his own people, the Ohanese, that is the right pronunciation for those set of so-called custodians of the Igbo tradition and heritage, those useless things. So, MAZI Nnamdi Kanu had an arrangement with them, had a meeting with them. What was his demand? Can you build the roads in the east? Build the road, and what else? And build the second Niger bridge. Yeah, I think those were the two things that he requested for. It wasn't even a demand, it was a request. So they said, okay, fine, we are going to do this for you. Only for them to renege. They turned around and arranged Operation Python dance. The fathers of Igbo land labeling their children as terrorists. They are the ones that proscribed IPOB. They don't even know the meaning of IPOB. It says it's the Indigenous People of Biafra. So if it's the people of Biafra and you call them terrorists, you the fathers, then it goes a long way to say that wipe off our children. But they don't know because of their greed. The scripture said one thing. They bound themselves together and they say, hey, come on, let's go tomorrow. For tomorrow shall be like today. The Bible called them hungry dogs that feeds, but yet their stomach cannot get filled. That's why every day is Christmas to them. The fathers of Igbo lands are like the graveyard. They are like the graveyard. The graveyard keeps consuming, but it never gets filled. That's the Igbos for you. That's the Igbos. So what happened to this enigmatic leader? He decided, okay, he survived their attack and left Nigeria injured, only for him to come back. You know, when he returned to Nigeria from London, he was arrested. So after all said and done, he was released. Okay, you can come to the court for your court case or your court hearing from home. While he was still at home, they came to take him out. Somehow he survived. 28 people died that very day, including the cousin. I've forgotten her name. Then the dog. He always mentions the name of the dog. He said the name is Jack. Maybe it's Jack Robinson, I don't know. So he kept on talking about this. Then when he fled the country, because he had to survive, he had to be alive, you know. He started from the diaspora. Now he went full-fledged. We need to get this freedom. But he made a lot of statements. You know, if you are on the path of freedom, of liberation, you have so many enemies than you can imagine. Even his own people. He said, Biafra will betray me. Along the line, Nnamdi Kanu found out something. He said there is a connecting tissue missing that should be able to unite every one of us because we are all Igbos. Along the line again, Nnamdi Kanu found out something. He said the word Igbo, IGBO, is cursed, that there is something wrong with it. Nnamdi Kanu also said, you know, that man is not just a leader, he's an enigmatic leader, a phenomenon, extraordinary. So, he came again, he said that he never knew why, whenever he mentions Biafra, everybody will walk away from him. That this is deeper than a regular puzzle. Something is wrong somewhere. Yet, Nnamdi Kanu kept on emphasizing of the kingdom of God. He kept on emphasizing on that term. But he also interchanged it with Biafra. Because as a phenomenal enigma, he is unpredictable. You can't see his track whenever he's moving. He's a man that walks on the sand, but he doesn't leave his footprint on the sand. He only leaves the trail of his messages on the sand of time. Only the wise can see the coded messages that Nnamdi Kanu rules out. So, where did they go wrong? Nnamdi Kanu said, you know, his words are words of wisdom, like proverbial words of wisdom. He said, he will be on ground when the change will happen. Nobody knew what he was talking about, but he made it very clear that these people will betray me. He made it very clear. This program, I don't know how long it's going to last, but I believe it should be in series. Because it's about the enigma, the dilemma of an enigma called MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. Everything he has said will surely come to pass, and they have all come to pass. But these people, they can't see it. Why? Because they are of the devil. Remember, Nnamdi Kanu also said that Somalia will be better than Nigeria. Somalia will be better than Nigeria. That people should start thinking of ways to dust up their passport and get Somalian visa, because when it comes down, their food will not be in the land. Today, how much is one seed of tomato in Nigeria? 1,000 naira. Just one, single one. 1,000 naira. The people are there relaxed. Hmm? The point of my message is coming down slowly. Then we had a man that proceeded from the heart of Satan. His name is called Sowore. I don't know the full name again, but all I know is that his name is Sowore. He's the owner of Sahara Reporters. Sowore started tackling Nnamdi Kanu from every angle, trying to deshine or perhaps outshine him or reduce his shine, one way or the other. Sowore came up with pot and pan protest. Sowore came up with a lot of things. He's a Nigerian politician, a Yoruba for that matter, a Yoruba bandit. So, Sowore continued. Then we now have an animal. This animal is called Chidi. Chidi. I don't know how we got doctor to his name, because Nnamdi Kanu made something clear. He said any black man that says he's a professor, that we should stone him, because what professors have done in the world, they are the ones responsible for all the development in the Western world. So African professors, what do? They marry lots of women. That's by me. African academias, creme de la creme in the education field. What have they done, the Africans? Are they the ones that speaks like, what's his name? Professor P.L.O. Lumumba, that always speaks and cites instances. After citing the instances, he goes home to relax. Then the UN will pay him, or UNESCO will pay him, or the UK will pay him. Oh, for an eloquent speak. If whatever Lumumba says cannot impact a change in Africa, then he's making noise and he's being paid to speak like that. That's why Lumumba travels the world. Yet he says he's warning the world, but he travels and he gets paid. Ask Lumumba, how do you make your money? That's the question. So let me come back to MAZI Nnamdi Kanu situation. Sowore came up with pot and pan protest. What does he mean by pot and pan protest? Does that make sense to the advanced world? What does he mean? Oh, we Nigerians, we have our own ways of doing things. Sowore, whatever your stupid name is. Where are you today? Where are you today? That is the most important question. The government or the leadership of the country is in the hands of the Yorubas. Sowore has gone silent. Kumuyi has gone silent. Adeboye has gone silent, only for Adeboye to speak recently before he invaded the country and relocated to the US. Adeboye said that the Nigerian case is an evil spirit case. He cannot cast out the evil spirit. Rather, he cast out himself to the US. Kumuyi also cast out himself to the US. When they bind the demons refuse to be binded, they bind themselves. That's why they bind themselves in the UK and in the US right now. Those men, both of them, they are there. Chidi. Anybody that hears this broadcast, take it and give to Chidi. Ask him to listen to it, because he's a... I wanted to say he's a fool, but I had to retract that word. But I will not retract it. I will give it to him, because Dr. Chidi is a fool. A terrible, ugly fool. Chidi, you are based in Canada and you say you're trying to fix Nigeria from Canada. You are working with the enemy of your own people. Chidi, are you blind to what is going on in Nigeria right now? Chidi, how many protests have you made to alleviate the pain of the people? Chidi, you stood against MAZI Nnamdi Kanu toe to toe alongside Sowore. Chidi, how much were you paid? Because I know Igbo people, they don't take a step if you don't pay them money. These Igbos are eternal, 100% high premium saboteurs. Anything that stands for money, Igbo men and women, they lose their senses and they go for that money. They don't care what happens. Igbos don't mind to turn their tradition upside down or their culture, even eliminate their own family for the sake of money. And vainglory. I am Doctor, Engineer, Principality, or Haneze. They like titles attached to their names. Vainglory. Chidi, the youths of Nigeria were protesting and SARS. They want a change. Chidi was alongside Sowore once again, pacifying the mind of the people of the ways they should do things, and not by violence, and not by, hook and crook, and not by. Chidi, if you want a change, change doesn't come through palliatives. Change doesn't come through negotiation. Change is fought and established. That is what the foundation of change should be. Kenya youths now, they are there, taking it out with the government. They call them the Gen Zs, Kenyan Gen Zs. They burnt down an aircraft. They have taken over the country, and they say their president must go. Today, before I started this broadcast, I saw Ruto live, apologizing to the youths, apologizing to them, that he will correct his ways. In Nigeria, how many of you can do that? How many can do such? Before we step out, if we are only 3, before we step out, 2 have already collected money, selling out 1. If we are 2, 1 has sold out, collect money, sell out the other 1. If we are 10, there is every probability that 9 have sold out, they have all collected money. When Kenya youths fix their country and establish a change that will make the world realize Kenya as a genuine place, you will see the Igbos. These shameless things called the Igbos that MAZI Nnamdi Kanu say IGBO is a cursed word. You will see these shameless things called IGBO. You will see them in Kenya. We are God's own people. God loves us. We came from Israel. Always prideful. The Igbos. Very useless things. I don't have an apology to these people. I don't have an apology to them. Look at what is going on. Later, someone told me it's not good to wash our dirty linen outside in the public. No. The Bible that I read said, expose the apostasy for what it is. And MAZI Nnamdi Kanu said, cancer is not managed. It is cut out. Cut out these Igbos. Cut them out. If it's only one Igbo that remains, let that one Igbo build up a very solid generation of Igbos that are sensible. The vast majority of Igbos are useless. Kenya will establish this change. Igbos will go there. We have money. Many Igbo elders or old men have spoken to me in the diaspora here. What did they say? Oh, wherever we are, women like making babies for us because they know that we are God's own people. I say, may God punish you with your old age. I say, what nonsense are you people talking about? You are a father, you are an elder. If you keep saying these things, that's why even our own mates, they say such. It's a shame. It's a shame. Wherever you see them, they say women like making babies. Don't you know that you are a cheap prostitute? If any woman comes and you make baby with that woman, then you walk away. How many of you have made babies with foreign women? How many of those babies have ever gone to the Igbo land or represented and said they are sons of the soil? How many? Every time you go to other people's countries, they fought through thick and thin to fix their country. Every single time. They fight to do these things. But the Igbos don't. It is exasperating because Ojukwu stepped out because of these things to fight, to bring about a change for his own people. Ojukwu gave out his own money to fight for the freedom of his own people. What did they do? The people Ojukwu gave the money to, they went to France, they bought estates. The ones that bought estates in the UK did the same thing. From that time. You see, sometimes I don't want to use harsh words against this whenever I'm making broadcasts. But the harsh words just comes out. And you all should learn to adapt to it until a change comes. What happened to Ojukwu then? They took money. It's not that they even took money from the enemy. They took money that for their own liberation and went abroad. Ojukwu fought that war literally on his own. And they didn't go abroad for nothing. They went there and they started working against Ojukwu from there. Started making broadcasts calling Ojukwu rebels, such as Nnamdi Azikiwe. They want one Nigeria. Igbos love to be slaves. It is very clear to me that they love to be slaves. This thing is called Igbos. Judging from what Dr. Chidi has done so far, Dr. Chidi has the guts and the temerity to write to Finland. What's her name? The Finnish Prime Minister, the lady, the young lady. I can't remember her name anymore. Chidi wrote to her, and she was in her 30s, and Chidi was in his 50s as at then. Chidi, a young lady that was in her 30s, is a prime minister of a European nation. You are in your 50s. Only God knows what you used to get your papers in Canada. If not asylum, only God knows. It could be a provincial nominee program that you used to go there. But this girl is a prime minister. And you have the God to write to the lady saying that IPOB protesters or demonstrators residing in her country are criminals. Chidi, how much were you paid? I want to know. Chidi, how much were you paid? Your fathers labeled Nnamdi Kanu a terrorist, thereby, by extension, labeling all their children. Igbos, who did this to you? You evil things, you evil spirits. Who did this to you? You are in Canada writing to the Prime Minister of Finland that IPOB demonstrators are criminals. Chidi. Somebody should take this message and give to that fool called Chidi in Canada. Today, Sowore is silent like the North Pole. Sowore is as silent as Antarctica. He's as silent as the mountain of ice block, very cold, stone cold. He's not talking anymore. He's silent. Then they now produce another Sowore. I'm making this clear to you all so that you all will understand. Another Sowore is in the making. He's called the Very Dark Man. The Very Dark Man. Nigerians are a bundle of idiots. There's no way that anyone will address the case of Nigeria and speak softly about it. Very Dark Man is making a nuisance of himself. They call him an activist. I've never seen an activist that looks like that bandit. Remember, back then, I kept on shouting and screaming that Ebuka Obi is not a nice man. He's an evil man. Today, Ebuka Obi is in full gear, showing how wicked he is. Does Ebuka Obi not see what is going on in Nigeria? Every day he comes out to make stupid program about taking people to God. Yes, I understand. He's truly taking people to God because people die every single day, both in his church, both in his company called church and in the entire region. Idiots everywhere. Very Dark Man have started like that. No one will see him coming until he gets there. While we are looking at all these things that's going on in the land, while we are looking at it, Now let's take another digressive look from another corner. Like I said before, this is ancient Idu. We don't transliterate. We translate what our eye sees. We say it the way we see it. When we did Idu programs, Oni of Ife, whatever the name of that man is, Oni of Ife, he jumped out. To counter the Idu program, and he wrote books and said that they are the original Idu. I don't know where these things are coming from. I don't know where these things are coming from, honestly speaking. But I will address Oni of Ife a little. Then I will have his own program where I will I will tear him down to shreds. They should know that we are all awake. Let me get back to Dr. Chidi. Oh no, not even doctor. I don't know why. Why or who gave you doctor? I don't know. We look at the Ohaneze ndị mmụọ na ndị uche. Ohaneze ndị ara. And we look at that man, their former Ohaneze president. What's his name again? The one that died, Professor Obiozo and his predecessor. That one, John Nyanwodo. He said, any man that touched Fulani, he will deal with that man. That Fulanis are peaceful. Igbos, disgruntled things. You don't know your left from your right. You don't know your history. You don't know. You know why the Igbos are like this? Let me just be frank with you all. It's because wickedness is deeply rooted in the foundation of the Igbos. Wickedness enshrined in the field of hate. Everyone is against everyone. Every brother is against his brother. Every sister is against his sister. Every family is against themselves. They can never ever be united. Never ever. We now look at this scenario happening in Nigeria. There are Igbo successful men, those that import containers. Every time you hear my 20-feet container, 100 pieces of 20-feet container is coming from China. We are the ones, the engine room of this country. Without us, Nigeria will cave in. Without us, the world is finished. It's a shame on Igbos. Please, I need you people to look at this stuff. Nnamdi Kanu said, "Serve Nigeria and come back with shame." Nnamdi Kanu said about Islamic takeover. Dr. Mai Lafia said about Islamic takeover. All you people in Nigeria, you people are dead. As it is happening, you people don't give a damn about it. Your pastors are working assiduously 24/7 to keep you controlled. See, let's see what you people will think about it. Because I know, after seeing this picture, you Nigerians will still defend it. What is this? What is this? It says, Nigerian Army School of Islamic Affairs. Take this program, share it. As you hear it, share it. You can follow this channel because from now on henceforth, more will be coming out in a volley. Nigerian Army School of Islamic Affairs. Bold. They are not hiding it anymore. Did Nnamdi Kanu not speak about this? Did he not say something about this? In your Nigerian Naira, is there any language written there apart from Arabic? But we have Christians in the country. Your Christians are busy buying private jets. Your Christians are busy building projects according to them. Go to any church in Nigeria, any mega church, and ask them that you need help to study abroad. They will tell you that we can only give you food or daily food, daily bread. Not even give you money to feed you for a week. Any day you need to eat, come to the church. Then they will give you the food and they record you with camera. That is what your church is doing. It's not that that's what they do or they eat or does. They are doing it even up to tomorrow. This is it. Nigeria Army School of Islamic Affairs. Is there Nigerian Army School of Christian Affairs? In your constitution, they have 62 sites in your constitution that has to do with Islam. Not even one single site. One about Christianity. Christian Association of Nigeria is registered as an NGO. Who is the chairman of the NGO for life? He's a Muslim. So it's a Muslim that tells your churches what to do. And later you say, Nigeria, that you Christians are praying to your God. Your God is Adeboye. Your God is Ebuka Obi. Your God is, what's the name of that man? Kumuyi. Your God is that serial rapist called Johnson Suleiman. Your God is that criminal, that foundational criminal called Omar Okpai. And every single one of them are working for Islam. When they did a one-world government or unification or something like that, Adeboye was there. He was hiding away from the camera, but the camera captured him. He was there with the Muslims. And every foul religion, Adeboye was with them. He was the representative. That is to tell you that Adeboye is more than a demon. I have that video. Adeboye doesn't know that we have that video. We have it, and we have put the videos in different angles. Because we have a lot of videos about Adeboye. In his occult gathering, Adeboye, your redeemed, your daddy Gio. Your daddy Gio that led a protest against Jonathan that they want to save Nigeria. Now the Yoruba man is here. Adeboye have exited the country at old age. And later you look at young ones like us. Yeah, you tell us, come back home and build country. Are you people normal? Mad people everywhere, according to our leader, MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. Mad people everywhere. Adeboye has relocated to London at the age of 80. I mean to US at the age of 80. Kumuyi at the age of 80, he has relocated to England. After messing up the country, after buying private jets, they use it to run out. Now you disgruntled things called Nigerians are buying one seed of tomato for 1,000 naira. And you are still there. Look at Kenya. They said enough is enough. Their president bought one private jet. He went and saw Putin. Come back, he hired another private jet. He's going to see Biden. The youth said enough is enough. You want to go and borrow $30 million or $50 million from Biden, and you are buying a jet close to over $100 million. What type of expensive beggar are you? They said enough is enough. They burnt down the plane, and they are taking over Kenya, the youth. They said enough is enough. Step down. Nigeria, can you people do this? I bet on anything, you people will never ever do it. One tomato, 1,000 naira. And you people are there. Relax. Then when we talk, you say, come back home. You and who they do come back home? You and who? We are talking about what is going on. Tinubu, you said Tinubu is a drug addict. He's not educated. He's a certificate forger. But Tinubu can divide Imo State and make Olu State. Olu people now are after Imo State people, calling them enemies. Igbos. Just give you people anything at all. You start displaying the demons in you. Look at it. Nigeria Army School of Islamic Affairs. Talk to the Igbos now. They'll tell you, say, it doesn't matter. That is what you hear from them. It doesn't matter. All these things is just propaganda to destroy the country. Let me make it bigger so that you people will see it. Look at it. Nigerian Army School of Islamic Affairs. Our enigmatic leader told you all. Dr. Mai Lafia told you. I think he's dead by now. I think. Is this not right? Igbos, what will you do? We are the children of Abraham. We are the children of God. God is going to deliver us. God is going to help us. But let us take a step. No. Okay, let us move. Come and be our leader. When you come out to become their leader, they sell you. They collect money. And they call you fool. Igbos. I won't take it lightly with you people. Never, ever. Let me take it out of the screen and continue. Now, let me quickly jump into the man called Oni of Ife. Oni Ife. You know, I'm going to do series on this very man. It's time to shame these people. These people, they think we don't know what has transpired. They think we don't know the facts of what they know. We even know more than they do. They said their father is Oduduwa, but we know that the same Oduduwa is still the same guy called Bayagida, and we know the father of the Oduduwa that his name is called Mero. Fani Kayode, you know these things, you serpents. Fani Kayode, you stuck close to MAZI Nnamdi Kanu as a leech, as a bedbug, as a leech, calling him my friend. Now it came to election after you people have succeeded to kidnap MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. You turned around and said any Igbo that doesn't vote for Tinubu will be cast into the rivers, into the water, into the seas, into the ocean, and you will drown them. That Igbos are slaves. Fani Kayode, you said it. The same man that stood by the side of Nnamdi Kanu. And when we speak, IPOB, no, he said it's on our side. Quickly, Igbos gave him a red card. Boom, they gave him that feather, chicken feather, big crocodile feather. Boom, next thing they gave him, what's it called? They gave him chalk. According to our queen, he calls them Akaji chalk. They gave him chalk to hold. Very useless people. Igbos have no tradition. The things that is meant to be their pride in culture, they give it to anybody. They even gave it to the late Buhari that wears hyper reality mask. They gave it to him. To make things so pathetic for the Igbos, they still gave it to that kid called Two-Face, of which truly he's Two-Face. He's neither here nor there. Next thing they'll give him the cap, give him chalk in the hand. Igbos, you want me to respect you? You people are mad. The moment they give that thing, you give them some money, they are good with it, they walk away. If it's a land that has proper principle. Be you an actor, a celebrity, and you do mistake to make a mockery of the culture of the land, you should be ostracized. In fact, your family should be expelled from the land completely. Because whatever that we should have held in high esteem, and you bring it to such low, dirty shame, disrepute, you ostracize your family from the Igbo land. Huh? The father of Oduduwa, aka Bayagida, was called Meru, a deadly dangerous magician that was expelled from their land. And they started moving downwards until they got to our land. And they saw the perfect foolish people called the Igbos. They jumped on them. The first place that you people settled, was it not Sierra Leone? Thereabout, yeah? Before your downward movement until you got to the hinterland, Igbo land. So now, Oni of Ife, how is it that the Igbos came from the Yorubas? Are you foolish? Are you an idiot? You stupid man. You serial rapist. Take this message, give it to Oni of Ife. Let him know that the Idu is still there. We go nowhere. Do you think it's the useless things that you people bought over? when the program was on, those useless, hungry things. Poverty is not the absence of money in the pocket, but it's a mental thing. Those people are mentally poor. They are mentally poor. That's why MAZI Nnamdi Kanu said he cannot step out into battle with these things. We have the flame. The flame is burning. And anything that stands in the way of the flame shall be burnt down. The Bible says, for ye shall be stubble, and fire will bring you stubbles down. Oni of Ife, do you think that it will forever be buried? No, you cannot bury a seed. And you cannot destroy a seed. Oni of Ife, watch your step, because it's going to be very, very rough for you. It's going to be a sea, a troubled sea for you. No vessel can sail on a troubled sea. Oni of Ife, you will drown in this sea. What is your own Oni of Ife with the Igbos? Every time you come out, is to look for one thing to further degrade and degenerate the degenerated things already. You degenerate them the more. You came out now to say that Igbos don't have kola nut. They are not the owners of kola nuts. That kola nut is from you people. We copied it from you. See, Oni of Ife, have you ever seen where the Igbos always make programs trying to say the Yorubas come out from them? No. But why is it that the Yorubas are always concerned about it? Okay, now we say, we don't need you people anymore. We want to go on our own. You say, no, we must stay with you. Is it a must or something forceful for us to be together? What type of problem is this? And yet, the foolish thing is called the Igbos. When you give some of them money, they sell their people out. Don't worry. A time is coming. Every saboteur in Igbo land, be you 90 years, 100 years, 130 years, you will be expelled with all your bloodline, every foul bloodline in the land will be chased away. Oni of Ife, we know that you are a Fulani man. We know your ancestors are Fulanis. You want to, and we know how you took over Ife. How you took over Ife from Moremi. And the human sacrifice you did there to chase away the Igbos, the original owners of the land. We know these things. And we are going to do series for you people. Yorubas. Eh? I know some people will be saying, no, this guy has started again. He's trying to say things. But what I'm going to show you here should be enough to make you people think. It should be enough. It's in public domain. You will see it. It's not hidden. Have a look at this. What did I circle there? Can you see it? Can you read and see? It says, why kola nuts are not grown in Igbo land, but cherished by Igbos? Can you see? For those of you that are slow readers, I need you to look carefully to see and know where we are coming. Oh, they'll say, oh, no, it's not only of Ife that said it. It's not only of Ife. The writer's name is Esther Emo Ekpere. Emo whatever. Emo Ekpere. It was written in June 29, 2024. This is your Nigerian newspaper, Business Day. It's there. It's in public domain. It's not hidden. It's not hidden. So you can check it out. Then let's jump into the side. You see, I circled her name there, Esther, and the date when it was written. Now look at the concluding part of the story. Let's see if we can read it out. It says, according to the Oni of Ife, Oba Adeyeye, yeah, he's a Yeye man already, Enito Ogunwusi, or Jaja the second. This one is not Ojaja, it's Oyana. He talks rubbish. Every time he opens his mouth as an Oyana, he talks rubbish, absolute nonsense. Does he think that everyone are a bundle of idiots? Does he think that we don't know? Some people say, oh, your mama tell you say you be Igbo. Yeah, I'm not ashamed of that. Yes, my mother told me that I'm Igbo. But your father told you that you are Igbo. Your father is a saboteur. Your father is the one that sold out the land. That gave Ooni of Ife the temerity to say that Igbos don't own kola nut. Then what were our ancestors used to do prayers back in those days? What did our forefathers use to do prayers in those days? What did what's the name? Eri. Yeah, Eri. When the Eri people came to our land, when they returned back home, the sons of Jacob, Eri, what did they use to do prayers? Yorubas, I know the date the Yorubas landed first in our land and took over Ife from us. Yorubas are the ones that brought human sacrifice. That was why they were chased away from Benin, but they came back later. It wasn't Benin. The name wasn't Benin. It is called, that side was called Igodo. Key. The key. Igodo Migodo. Key that unlocks the key. Yorubas took it over through hex, spell, witchcraft. Because they came from a generation of magicians, of witches. Oni of Ife. We know about the three witches, the white, black, and red. Oshorunga and the others. You are there talking. You think you don't have history. You think we don't know your dirty past. And even up to this moment, you came out to speak. Igbos don't own kola nut. And the Igbos are there. None of them has ever ventured to attempt this thing, apart from your Ohanes and A.I.R, just talking out of stupidity. They don't even know their history. So if Ohanese cannot defend you people, it's simple because they don't know their history. They don't know their origin. They don't know where they are from. Huh? Look at what the man said. I circled it in blue and highlighted the name of the criminal. Huh? I circled it. He's the one that said that kola nut does not belong to Igbos. And the Igbos are silent. As usual, always silent. Why? They are like dogs, snarling and sniffing the ground to see if they can find food. Always, Oni of Ife, your day is coming. Because it seems that you are an arrowhead that wants to further destroy. You see, you people go ahead, write books, write history books. Just as we shattered Bantu, we shattered Biafra, we are going to shatter you people. We are going to shatter you people. And Idu will be fully established. Oni of Ife, you and your generation, gone, past, present, until tomorrow, will never be able to stop what is coming. You people think you can bury it and everything ends there. Look at a very vital point that you have highlighted. No single Igbo No single Igbo, what do they call these idiots? Media people, content creators. None of them have addressed this issue. Everyone kept silent. Every time you see Igbo ladies coming to make content, what is the content they are making? Nudity and sex. Nudity and sex. That's what the Igbo ladies are doing online. But look at what is destroying them foundationally. They don't have the common sense. You call it common sense, but it is not common. It is a complex sense. Because not everyone can have common sense. Very, very foolish people indeed. You can see it. I will leave it here on the screen for long because I'm about rounding up this program. I'm rounding up. This is just something that we have brought out for you people to ponder about. I'll wind down with the protests in Kenya and round up with MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. More programs is going to come up. And we are going, like I said, this broadcast has to do with Nnamdi Kanu. It has to do with what is going on in Igbo land. And we cannot deal with it directly without touching on other places because it's a complex situation. That's why I had to make out a couple of minutes to address Ooni of Ife with his submission that he submitted recently, 29th of June. How many days ago? Oh, Haneze making noise. Before I even jump out of this one, hold on, let me see. There is something that you bandits must see. Look at this. Let me make it bigger so that you will see. It's here. It's in public domain. I highlighted that one, the number 2 or number 3 there. I highlighted it in yellow. Number 2. Why kola nuts are not grown in Igbo land but cherished by who? By the Igbos. By Ooni of Ife. The Ogun State that they are talking about, are they the ones that own Ogun State? We own the entire Lagos up. Then we have that useless idiot that doesn't even know his origin. Say no, Igbos will go any place and claim the land. We will chase them away from Akwa Ibom. The other idiot said, oh, we are going to take their businesses in Edo State. That is the Igbos for you. Very useless things. This is in public domain. Google it. You will see it just like this. You will see it. Igbos. You don't know who you are. Let me take it out of the screen. Take this broadcast, share it. You can follow this channel because now it's going to be a rolling series. A rolling series. And we are going to hammer everywhere that needs to be hammered. The dilemma of an enigma, MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. You think you can take him out and the truth will just go. It's an ideological fact that is well established and nobody can change it. Nobody will change it. It has come to stay. If you know what is good for you, if you are truly holding him, better release him. Because the worst is yet to happen. For me to see Naira 1,000 Naira to 400 sefa, which when we changed that money back in those days, 1,000 naira was over 20,000 safer. When it got down to 16,000 safer, I said, no. But today, 1,000 naira is not even 16,000 safer. It's 400 safer. Naira is gone. And according to Food and Agriculture Organization, they rate Nigeria among a hunger nation now. It's not second to Somalia. Somalia is second to Nigeria when it comes to hunger index of the world. Somalia is second. Nigeria is above Somalia. Nnamdi Kanu said, prepare your passport to go to Somalia. Ordinary from Lagos now to Cotonou, to Togo, is 40,000 naira. A place that we used to go to before with just 200 naira. 200 naira. We have crossed the border. We have crossed border. To Cotonou. From Cotonou, we have crossed border to Togo. With less than 3,000 naira, we are in Côte d'Ivoire. When we cross Togo, we cross Ghana. We are in Côte d'Ivoire. We are in Sierra Leone. 10,000 naira will take you from Lagos to Sierra Leone and back. Today, 40,000 will take you to Cotonou and Togo. Today. And you Nigerians are relaxed. Every time it's jackpot syndrome. What Nnamdi Kanu said, has it not come to pass? Has it not come to pass? You go to Igbo land, you see everyone worshiping water. You worship water, but water cannot give you anything. But you sacrifice to the water. You give water money. Give water, what is it called? Palm oil, sugar, Fanta. Or Menala, you have turned it to marine worship. And you say it's for Menala. Igbos, the worst is yet to happen to you. It's coming. Nnamdi Kanu said, this time around, you will not cry Nyemri. You will not cry Nyemri. You will cry something worse than Nyemri. Don't worry. Look at the protests going on in Kenya. I'm rounding up now. Look at it. Kenya youths are doing it. Then, a Nigerian content maker now went and did his own content. Oh, Nigerian youths are warming up. They are now following up the steps of the Kenyan youth. They are turning Nigeria upside down. I looked. Audio youths. Audio youths. Nigeria, always copying. Always copying. Once they make that thing now, one politician will write the content maker, give him some money. Next thing, he will change his storyline. Or Nigeria, just give them small money, they change the storyline. Give Nigeria money, you say Lucifer was wrongly accused by God. According to one, I just remembered. There's a content maker that came out and said Lucifer was right, God was wrong. An Igbo girl. That's her own niche, her own content. She has found a way to make money. Promoting Lucifer, saying God, the creator, is a liar. Igbos. Nnamdi Kanu said, Igbo is a cursed word. We find out that Igbo was created by Britain. But when we speak, you see Igbo people come out. How can you talk against a great race? A great people, you envy us. I say, yes, truly. I don't see what I will envy. I will envy a people not even heading for destruction. People that are being destroyed, even as we speak. People that are buffoons. People that can't think. Those are the type of people I will envy. I am envying you people. What is there for me to envy about the Igbos? Cursed people. Cursed people, that's what you are. Now we can say you are cursed, and truly, you are cursed. Foolish things everywhere. Look at Kenya. Look at Kenya youth. Look at what they are doing. I will end it here because more program is coming. And along the programs, along the way of the programs, I will make one for you, Ooni of Ife. Call this program and give to Ooni of Ife. Let him prepare his defense and his spin doctors. Because I'm going to expose something nasty this time around about you Yorubas. You think we don't know? You think we don't know? Let Nnamdi Kanu come out again. Let's see how many of you people will come. Oh, we Yorubas and the Igbos are the same. Let's see which door that will happen from. We want to clean up the house. Our own house. Not your own. So it's either you step away or you get consumed. That is the final part of the message. Thank you all. I'll see you in the next one.